Hey everybody, what's up? It is the first day of Booktube-a-thon, and guess where we are? You're never gonna be able to guess. We are at Barnes & Noble, of course, and I'm picking up a book for the challenge. I still have to record and post my TBR video. Yeah, I know it's the first day and I'm behind. It's already like 5:30 p.m. So I gotta run home, record that, post it, and then keep up with this vlog. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the daily challenges for the vlog, the daily video challenges, but I will at least be able to post a weekly vlog for the Booktube-a-thon. But for now, I wanted to show you guys what I picked up. So I picked up To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. And as most of you know, if you've heard of this book or read it at all, that it's going to be a Netflix movie coming out soon. So I figured that this would be, since it was already something I'd been meaning to pick up, this would be a good one for the book to movie adaptation. I don't think I'll be able to watch it. I'm pretty sure it's not coming out like within this week, but still counts. We're still gonna count it. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, so we just picked up that. We got some food. We're gonna run home. I'm officially on summer break, so that is fabulous. I was on vacation all weekend though, so that's why I didn't get to record and put my TBR up earlier. But you know, better late than never, am I right? So yeah, me and this little bug are going to drive home and catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey everybody, what's up? It is the third day of Booktube-a-thon. I know I was supposed to check back in with you guys on Monday, the first day again, once we got home from Barnes & Noble, but we ended up being super busy that night and I didn't get any reading done actually. And then yesterday, some of my friends came over and we ended up watching American Horror Story Election Day / Cult for like hours. We like binge watched the first 6 episodes, so I didn't get much reading done until like later, like way later, and I just didn't end up vlogging that, but that's okay. So I wanted to update you guys on my progress. So I started The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is my first book for Booktube-a-thon. I know we're on day 3 and I should probably be a little more ahead, but it's fine. I don't care. I'm really, really liking it. I am on page 252 out of 360. So I've got just over 100 pages, 112 pages. Yeah, this is really good. I don't know if any of you guys have read this, but I really like Garrett, which is like the main like love interest. I like Garrett a lot. I really like Hannah. She's not annoying. There's a lot of like depth to this story that I wasn't expecting. There's a lot of elements that I wasn't expecting. There are some trigger warnings for sexual assault and rape, so if you're sensitive to those things, just be hesitant going into them. Hannah is at a place with that where it's not as consuming for her as it was, but she's still, like, she's processed it, but she is still like working through it, which a lot of people go through. So if that's triggering for you, just know that ahead of time. But it's really good so far. I really like it a lot. I can see why it's got the rating it does on Goodreads, at least why it's got the average rating it does. And yeah, I don't have any complaints so far. So as I've been making my way through this, which completes the challenge for the green cover, I also picked up The Wicker King. Sorry, you like can't see the cover from over there. But anyway, so I picked up The Wicker King by Kay Ancrum. And I am only 25 pages in, and I just don't know how I feel about this. This is supposed to be for the beautiful spine challenge, which the spine is very, very pretty. And even like the naked spine is really pretty. So I'm on page 25, and the formatting is kind of weird, which you can see going in. Like, as you can see on this, if it's gonna focus, as you can see, the book goes from lighter to darker as we get forward in the story. So it's sort of like like it'll look like this for a while, and then as the book goes on, it'll eventually look like this, like black. And so, like I mentioned in my TBR, if you saw that, this is about a guy, well, two best friends, they're both guys, and one of them has schizophrenia, and he is sort of descending into, like, he's having more and more hallucinations, and that's sort of what the book is about. He has these hallucinations that, where there's this fantasy world that sort of overlaps with our world, where there is somebody called the Wicker King in this fantasy or delusioned world that he's got. So his best friend, the guy who has schizophrenia, his name is Jack, and his best friend August sort of indulges him in this and is like, okay, well, you know, like, let's see. And they basically, it seems like as his hallucinations increase, August also doesn't really start, like, he doesn't really know what's real and what's not either. So from what I've heard, this is good, and you know, the fact that he indulges his friend's schizophrenia is touched on, and it is talked about that that's like a bad thing to do. And that isn't my issue with it. My issue is the formatting. I just don't like, I don't know, I don't think it's for me. Like they all, there's like a bunch of like illustrations and stuff. And that's why I picked it up, because it seemed like it was gonna go really fast. Like, this is one page. You know what I mean? Like, this seems like, okay, well, even though it's like 300 pages, this seems like it's gonna be a quick read, because the writing, there's just as much writing as there is pictures from what I've seen so far. So I'm like, okay, this will be a quick read, but I just am not clicking with this so far. And I know 25 pages is fast, and I know a lot of other people probably have the same difficulties that I am, but I just don't know if this is going to be for me, and I don't really have time in this readathon to waste on books that I don't like. So yeah, I don't want to give up on it that easily, but I'm a readathon newbie. This is my first ever readathon, and I didn't think to include a single graphic novel in this readathon, which is fine, but it's just silly. It seems very foolish. So I didn't include a single graphic novel. I think the smallest book that I have on my TBR is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. And that's 227 pages. Granted, this is a pretty small book, and the words are a decent size. Like, I'm sure I can get through this quickly, but what I'm trying to say is that all of my books are at least 200 and some pages. So I don't know, I'm thinking that I'm just gonna end up switching that out for something else. I'll keep you guys updated on what I do. I'll try and make it a little bit more, I'll try and make my way through The Wicker King a little bit more and see how I feel. If I don't like it after about the 50-page mark and another 25 pages, it's just not gonna happen. We're gonna have to put this one down. So yeah, I will update you guys in a little bit after I made some more progress. And I know you guys won't see this until later, but I hope everybody else's reading is going great. I really want to finish the 7 books, and I hope other people also finish their 7 books. So yeah, I mean, I might switch up my TBR. It's just whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to show you really quick before I got back to reading what all I ended up getting at Barnes & Noble. while I was out. Well, first of all, we stopped at Best Buy and I picked up some of these ear pods, like the Apple ear pods. I don't know if you guys have like heard of these, but they basically sit in a little case and they're like chargeable, like Bluetooth ear pods, which will be really great for the gym, so I don't have to like have the like the cord. And I know that this may seem like a ridiculous purchase, but hey, I'm a frivolous person. No, it's definitely something I've had my eye on for a while, so a worthwhile investment, I would say. So the next thing I picked up from Barnes & Noble was All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. This is basically about a couple who has like marital issues and like if they can save their marriage and all that. And I've heard like pretty decent reviews about this so far, and I know that Colleen Hoover has been very problematic in the past, but I've only read 2, I think, of her books, and one of them was I read maybe Someday, I'm pretty sure, and It Ends With Us. I know for sure that I read It Ends With Us, and that was the most recent one of her books that I read. And so then the next book I picked up is Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart, and this is a brand new release. Like, this came out yesterday, I'm pretty sure. And then another new release that also came out yesterday is The Sea Witch by Sarah Henning, and it says, before she took the mermaid's voice, she gave up her own heart. And I know there has been a bunch of like Little Mermaid retellings floating around, and they've all gotten like pretty mediocre like overall reviews. But I saw Reagan from Prue's Project review this, and she said that it was really good. So it's basically about 3 friends, and one of them is dead, and then one day the witch and the other guy, their friend ends up coming back from the dead, and that's sort of what it's about. And so you know that the witch is going to be evil, but it's sort of the story of like how she got there. So I'm hoping that this is really good. I've definitely got high hopes for this being good, because Reagan gave it like a 4 out of 5 stars, I'm pretty sure, and I definitely have like usually pretty similar taste to her, and I definitely trust her reviews, so I'm hoping for the best. So yeah, this is my little but pretty expensive haul. Who knows, maybe I'll start swapping out some books from my TBR so I can just start like reading stuff, because I've definitely been like, I haven't been reading as much because I haven't been like thrilled with my TBR. So I'm hoping that, you know, I can jumpstart into gear. But yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. And there's Kane. He's eating chicken nuggets. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey everybody, what's up? It is officially day 5 of Booktube-a-thon, and it is really, really nice out. Like, I want to go be outside, and today is probably a really good day for the Read a Book with a Hat On challenge, because I can sit outside with my hat on and read. Yeah, so since the last time I talked to you guys, I've made a decent amount of progress. I finished We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I finished this last night. I tapped it a little bit. Kane is laughing. He thinks it's silly. Okay, so we're gonna tell you. So I finished this. It was a time. I gave it a 3-star because it was kind of a shit show. Yeah, tell him. Say it was a mess. I don't feel like the big reveal at the end was enough to justify everything else that the book sort of puts you through. Like, first of all, I feel like at least 30% of the book is just figuring out who everyone is and what all the family ties are. And then from there, you're still kind of confused if you don't read the premise. But even if you do read the premise, you're still sort of confused on like what exactly the book is about and what exactly is going on. So then from there, you're just waiting. You're just like, all right, so when's the twist gonna happen? I get it. Cadence is crazy. What's the deal? And then the twist comes and you're just like, so yeah, that's sort of how I feel about that. Maybe I'll be able to articulate my thoughts a little more when I do a full wrap up, but for now, I'm just really annoyed with that book, so. But after that, I, you know, am impulsive and was feeling impulsive, true to form. So I went and I picked up Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I don't have anything to say for myself. I have no defense. It's fine. I am in, like it's called Night Squad. I'm in a group chat on Twitter, by Rhiannon? I hope I'm saying your name right. Crescent Moon Reads, and she like formed this nighttime group chat for everybody that's sort of staying up late, and a couple of girls were in there talking about Ugly Love, and I live pretty close to a Books A Million, so Kane's face, so we just like ran over there like right before close at 9 p.m. Yeah, tell them, say we ran there right before close and picked up Ugly Love because I heard that it's pretty smutty and a pretty fast read, and after We Were Liars I was just like, please someone save me. So I read the first like 20 pages of this before I passed out last night. Ooh, excuse me. I've gotten a lot of random reading done. I also read the first 43 pages of The Princess Saves Herself in This One by Amanda Lockhart, which is by Amanda Lovelace. Oh, big yawn. Which is a poetry collection. And then this morning I decided that since I remember I updated you guys saying that I didn't really like... Well, what? Last time I told you that I didn't really like The Wicker King, so I was thinking, okay, you know what? I bought too many books recently. I only bought that like a week ago, so if I really don't like this book, like I'm just gonna take it back because I'd barely even opened it at that point. So I decided to like pick it up to give it another try because it is a part of my TBR. So I am really eating my words with this because now I am on page 110 and just loving it. It's so good. It's so fast. It's what I wanted it to be, but for some reason it just like wasn't for the first like 20 to like 35 pages, and it was really like making me feel slumpy. But yeah, I'm really loving this, and I feel like I'm just flying through it. Like I sat and read this in like an hour. So yeah, I really like it. There's only, not only, but there's 305 pages, so I should be able to finish this today at least. Even if I don't read anything else, I should be able to finish that today. But I do want to make some more progress with, like, maybe Ugly Love if I decide to read that, or I don't know. I want to finish that. Maybe read some more of The Princess Saves Herself in this one. I don't know. Oh, but also I started and made progress in Three Dark Crowns by Kendara Blake. I'm sure most of you have heard of this. It's been like all over. This was also on my TBR. So far, aside from starting Ugly Love and The Princess Saves Herself in this one, I've pretty much stuck to my TBR, which is badass. So I've heard that this is supposed to be really slow, but I've been listening to it on audiobook because it's on Scribd for free, and I am on page 86. So yeah, I'm making pretty decent progress. This is not slow at all. I really enjoy it so far. Yeah, see, we like Three Dark Crowns. It's a good time. It's a good time. But yeah, I really like it so far. I really like all the queens and all of their different magic and stuff. So yeah, this is a good time. I'll let you guys know what I think about it more. My camera's about to die right now, so we gotta go. We're gonna go outside. We're definitely gonna go to a park because it's so nice outside. But currently, Kate is like, he's sleepy. Say it's nap time for a little bug. Yeah, it is. It's nap time for a little bug. Do some kicks. Yeah, you're gonna do some kicks. Say, I'll see you guys in a little bit after a nap and mommy charges her battery. And some more reading. I also folded a ton of laundry, so we've got to get that put away. So we will be doing that for a little bit, and then we will check back in with you guys later tonight. Yeah, so maybe we'll take you guys to the park. All right, see you guys later. everybody, what's up? It is day 7 of Booktube-a-thon. I know I was supposed to come back and update you guys later on day 5 and I didn't. It's fine. And yesterday we were too busy, but that's fine. I wanted to update you guys on my reading. Today is obviously the last day. We've got until midnight to try and finish out as much as we can. And so far I'm not burnt out on reading because I haven't read like as much as I would have wanted to, but that's also fine. Yeah, I'll just tell you guys what I've read so far and what I'm currently in the middle of. So, the first thing I read was The Deal by Elle Kennedy, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars to. This completed my challenge for green on the cover. And then I read We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and this completed my coin toss challenge, and I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. And then last night I completed The Wicker King by K. Ancrum. All these are like, they sound like one letter and then the last name. But then I completed The Wicker King by K. Ancrum and I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really ate my words with this one. This one was incredible and I'll talk about it more when I wrap up the vlog altogether. Okay, so the progress I've made so far. Sorry if you can hear Kane's toy in the background. It keeps making noise. Anyway, so I am on 223 of Three Dark Crowns, and there's like just under 400 pages. So I'm a little over halfway done with this one. I've only got what, like 4 hours or something left of the audiobook. So 4 hours left of that audiobook, and then I started The Mistake by Elle Kennedy because I'm just obsessed with this off-campus series, I guess, now. I am on page 31 though. I didn't spend too much time reading this. This only has 280 pages though. So I think I could be able to finish this too today if I really buckle down and like read a lot of it. If not, I could get a decent amount of the way through and that would be fine with me. I'll save this one for last though. And then also I changed it up a little bit and I'm going to be reading The Princess Saves Herself in this one by Amanda Lovelace for my challenge with a hat because I wasn't able to read Three Dark Crowns with the hat on the whole time because I listened to it on audiobook and I was doing so many things I just didn't have a hat on, and this is shorter so it'll be easier for me to just read this with a hat on. And for The Princess Saves Herself in this one, I am on page 42 of almost 200 pages. So I should be able to finish this one too. And then finally, for my book to movie adaptation, I haven't been able to pick exactly what I'm gonna do, but my options are The Crow by James O'Barr. I've seen the movie one time, but that was a long time ago. So I have this graphic novel and it's just gorgeous. It's a special edition. I don't know, I'm just like obsessed with it. The artwork of course is like incredible. So I've got this as an option for book to movie adaptation. Otherwise, I still have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which I can read through this and then watch the movie. So I'm not sure which one I'll do. I know Harry Potter is obviously like longer. There's like 260 some pages in this edition. But that's really not that much. Today will obviously be the day that I read the absolute most in, but I've already gotten a decent amount read in Three Dark Crowns today, so I'm not too worried about it. But that's all the update I've got for you guys right now. I have finished 3 books and I'm technically in the process of reading these 3 books. So really my primary goal is to be able to finish 3 books today. I for sure want to finish Three Dark Crowns today, and I can for sure do these 2. I will keep you guys updated, and I hope all of you guys are having successful booktube-a-thons, and yeah, it's a really nice day outside, so maybe we'll go out and I'll read outside with my hat on. Otherwise, I don't care. I'll sit by this big ass window that we have and read with my hat on. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. everybody, what's up? It is Monday now, so the Booktube-a-thon has ended officially. I know what you're thinking. One of these days I will get off my couch and film in the usual setting of the reading room, but you know, that's fine. Right now I just really wanted to end the vlog and tell you guys what I ended up reading over the last week. So I didn't finish the 7 books. I only finished 5 of those books, but that is okay. I'm still really happy with the progress I made. I had a ton of fun trying to do the challenges and reading as much and then talking to a bunch of people about like the different progress we were all making and stuff. That was a ton of fun, and I'm really happy that I got to participate even though it was so last minute. So yeah, let me just quickly wrap up what all I read. So the first thing I read was The Deal by Elle Kennedy, and this is like a college romance about a girl who meets a guy, and it's like, you know, them building their relationship. This satisfied the green on the cover challenge, and I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. I liked it a lot, so much so that I bought the second book. So I would definitely recommend if you're looking for like a fun summer contemporary. And then the next book I read was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I would say you should go into this not knowing that much about it. It's a YA thriller, basically about a girl who's trying to figure out what happened to her one summer. And her family owns this island, and they have a bunch of houses on it, and a lot of family drama. I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. So the next thing I read, oh, and that was my coin toss challenge. So the next thing I read was The Wicker King by Kate Ancroft. I completed the challenge for the beautiful spine. I know you can't really see it because there's a big glare, but take my word for it. Like, the whole cover itself is just gorgeous, and the spine is really pretty. That is about a guy who has schizophrenia, and it's about him and his best friend sort of working through that, and there's a lot of talk about it's centered around mental illness, and his best friend is very codependent on him, so he doesn't really want to sort of like get help for his friend because he's afraid that he'll get taken away from him, and he's sort of thinking, well, like, no, we can fix this on our own, sort of, which obviously isn't the case. So yeah, this is their story, and sort of like it's really cool because there's a lot of it's set up so there's like, as Jack's mental health sort of deteriorates, the pages become like darker and darker. So it's really cool that way. I would definitely suggest any and everybody picking this one up. And then the next one I read, I had to sort of switch things around because originally this book was for my read a book with a hat challenge, but I couldn't read this whole book with a hat on the whole time. So I changed this around, and the book I was going to read for my book that like has something you want to do, I didn't like that one. So I switched and I read 3 Dark Crowns by Kendara Blake as my thing that I want to do because I would definitely love to be a queen. So 3 Dark Crowns is about 3 sisters who all have their own elemental like abilities. Like, one can control poisons, the other one can control plants and animals, and then the other one controls like earth, wind, fire, you know, that kind of thing. So basically only one of them can be queen, and the one who is crowned has to kill the other 2 sisters to become queen. This was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It's super big. It's like, well, not super big, but it's 400 pages. So for a readathon, it was definitely a risky pick, but I ended up liking it a lot. I listened to the audiobook on Scribd, and it was a really good time. I would highly recommend this one. I know a lot of people said that they thought it was sort of slow and that there were a ton of side characters and stuff that didn't make sense or weren't necessary, but I didn't feel that way at all. I felt like every side character made sense. I felt like the plot was engaging from the start and that there was necessary build-up. Yeah, I liked this one a lot, and I have One Dark Throne, so I'll definitely be picking that one up soon. I ended up giving this, oh, I didn't even tell you what I gave The Wicker King. I gave The Wicker King a 5 out of 5 stars. And I'm pretty sure I gave it 5, maybe 4. And I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. And then finally the last one I read was The Princess Saves Herself, in this one by Amanda Lovelace. And this completed my challenge for read a book with a hat on the whole time. I went to the beach and I read this whole thing at the beach with my hat on. And I ended up giving this a 3 out of 5 stars. It's a poetry collection. Poetry collections aren't usually my thing. They have to be like, I don't know. They just aren't usually my thing. But I have a couple of them. I gave this a 3 out of 5 star. And then I ended up reading the first 30 pages of The Mistake by L. Kennedy. This is the second book in the Off-Campus series. So the sequel to The Deal, and like I said, I liked it so much that I went and bought this one, and I didn't finish it, but that's totally okay. I still had a good time reading it, so that's really all that matters. If I could find my phone, I could tell you guys how many pages I read. So I ended up reading 1,515 pages this week, which is pretty good for me. I'm really excited and happy about that. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the whole vlog and making it all the way to the end to see what I thought and what I read. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.